Hello everyone, today we are going to learn about suffix arrays. Suffix arrays are one of the most powerful data structures which can help us solve complex string problems. Before going with the implementation, let's have some definitions in place. So what is a suffix? A suffix of a string is substring ending at the last character of the string. What is a suffix array? A suffix array for a given string is an array of specially arranged indices pointing to all the suffixes of the string sorted according to their lexicographical order. Let's better understand it using some example. Let cabbage be our string, and here we list down all the indices corresponding to each character. The suffixes of the string will look like as follows. Our string cabbage itself is suffix starting at index 0. The substring abbag is suffix starting at index 1. The substring bbag is suffix starting at index 2, and so on. From these suffixes to construct suffix array, what we have to do is we have to sort all these suffixes in lexicographical order, and we get the following order. The suffix abbag comes first, followed by ag, followed by bag, and so on. If we take all these indices, we will get our suffix array, which is 1432065. In a brute force approach, we construct suffix array as follows. We take our string, calculate all the suffixes, sort them using any comparison based algorithm, can be quicksort or mergesort, and then get the corresponding indices. The time complexity of such approach will be number of comparisons into cost per each comparison. In any comparison based algorithm, we have order of n log n comparisons, and since we are using strings here, the cost per each comparison will be order of n. So overall, the time complexity is order of n square log n. And now let's calculate the space complexity. To store the smallest suffix, we take one character. For example, in our cabbage string, the e is the smallest suffix. And to store second smallest, we will take two characters, which is ge, and so on. So overall, we will end up taking order of n into n plus 1 by 2, which is order of n square characters. Now we are going to learn about an algorithm known as suffix array construction by almost pure induction sort, which can help us construct suffix array in linear time with linear space. Let's have some observations. So if you see our previous suffix array cabbage, all the suffixes starting with same character clustered together. So here for our cabbage, if you see the suffixes 1 4 arc belongs to bucket A, which means they started with same character A. The suffixes 3 2 started with character B. Suffixes 0 start with character C, and so on. Now let's define suffix types. So there are two suffix types, S-type suffix and L-type suffix. Let's go through each one of them. So what is a S-type suffix? We will call a suffix at position k a S-type suffix if its lexicographically precedes suffix at position immediately after it. What does it mean? So in our string cabbage, the suffix at index 1 abbage comes before the suffix at index 2, which is bbage. So we can mark the suffix at index 1 as S-type suffix. Similarly, the suffix at index 4, which is age, lexicographically precedes suffix at index 5 ge. So we can mark 4 as S-type suffix. Our sentinel character is always an S-type suffix. L-type suffix. We will call a suffix at position k a L-type suffix if it lexicographically succeeds the suffix at position immediately after it. So again, in our string cabbage, the suffix starting at index 0, which is cabbage, succeeds suffix starting at index 1 abbage. So we can mark cabbage as L-type suffix, and so on. We can mark everything. So given a string, we can mark each suffix as either S-type suffix or L-type suffix in order of n time. We can achieve this by scanning our string from right to left. Let's take a theorem. Let I and j be the indices of two suffixes that start with the same character. Then if I is L-type and j is S-type suffix, the suffix beginning at position I lexicographically precedes the suffix beginning at position j. Let's understand by taking some example. Let's take some test. Here we take some random test with G, C, A, and T characters. The suffix types of this string is listed as below, and suffix array is this. And if we observe a suffix array, we can bucketize it using characters starting with A, C, G, T, and so on. So 19, 16, 11, 6, these suffixes started with character A. 15, 10, 2, 3, 4 are suffixes starting with character C. 18, 5, 7, 13, 8, 0 suffixes starting with character G, and so on. And if we dig into each bucket independently, we can see we will start with the L-type suffix and followed by S-type suffixes. So in our suffix array, when we bucketize using these characters, within each bucket we can observe L-type suffixes followed by S-type suffixes. This is the theorem. We will not go into the proof of these theorems here, but just take it for granted. Now let's define LMS character. A character of text T of I is called LMS character if T of I is S-type and T of I minus 1 is L-type. So in our string, if you see these are our suffix types, and if we take observe this ls, right, we can find the LMS character. The suffix at index 2 is LMS character because it's an S-type suffix and it precedes by a L-type suffix. Why we concerned about these LMS characters? For example, let's take a string called ABCD. What will the suffix array of this string? It will be 0, 1, 2, 3. So it's straightforward to calculate suffix arrays of such type. And says the string is DCBA. The suffix array will be 3210. So as long as our string is monotonically increasing or monotonically decreasing, we can calculate suffix array very easily. The problem occurs when when it is in a sawtooth fashion. For example, we have ABC A, DEF A, GHI A. So at all these A's, there is a triggering a trigger point to go up again, and these are our LMS characters. So the theorem is like if we able to sort the LMS suffixes, then we can solve all other suffixes in order of n time. So the main agenda of this SAS algorithm is to sort all the LMS suffixes, and using that we can sort all other suffixes. So let's define an LMS block. A LMS block is a substring of text T that either spans from one LMS character to the next or the sentence itself. So if we consider our LMS suffixes, right? They have these LMS blocks which are its building blocks. So in our case, the LMS character in the previous example, the LMS characters are 2, 6, 8, and so on. So the substrings from 2 to 6, substring from 6 to 8, substring from 8 to 11 forms the LMS blocks. So these are our LMS blocks. So in our algorithm, what we try to do is we first try to sort the LMS blocks using induction sort, and then and then try to sort LMS suffixes using the sorted LMS blocks. So how to sort LMS blocks? So there are it's a three-step process in which we can sort. So in the first step, what we try to do is we do a reverse pass over the input array of LMS suffixes, placing each one into the next free slot at the end of its bucket. So suppose this is our string AC, GTC, so on, and the LMS characters are 5, 8, 10, 13, 21. Now now what we have to do is we have to sort these LMS suffixes. To do that, what we do is we take an initial suffix array, filled with -1, and then we go from the left to right to left, I mean, of these LMS suffixes. So we get 21, and 21 is a sentinel character which comes to this bucket. So we list on 21, and then we get 13. 13 belongs to A bucket. So we'll go to the A bucket and insert at the end of the A bucket. Similarly, 10 belongs to C bucket. We go to end of the C bucket and insert at the end, and so on. And when we get 8, we take the 8 and which belongs to A bucket, and we go to next freeze position of the A bucket from the end, which is here, and so on. So in the first pass, we'll get the following array. In the second pass, what we do is a forward pass over the suffix array, finding L-type suffixes and placing them into the first free slot at the front of their buckets. So we go from forward pass, which is left to right, and at every time whenever we encounter a L-type suffix, we place it in the beginning of the corresponding bucket type. So here for the C we get 20 and 19 as the L-type suffixes, and then we have character G, which 1849 are the L-type suffixes, and so on. In the second pass it looks like this. And in the third pass, we do a reverse pass over the suffix array, finding S-type suffixes and placing them into the first free slot at the end of their buckets. So and after our third pass, the suffix array will looks like this. And after all these three steps, our LMS blocks, if you observe, will be in the sorted order. So if you take in the after third pass, what is the LMS blocks? We'll get 21, 13, 8, 5, 10, which is $ACCT GTC. And if you observe all our LMS blocks are sorted. Hence the name induction sort. Now what we try to do is, since we have all the LMS blocks sorted, we can replace these blocks with new characters and then try to find the suffix array of that new string using the same algorithm recursively. So this is our text in the beginning, and our LMS blocks are CCTA, AGC, CCTA, so on. And we replace each character, say CCT, the sorted is dollar ACC, GTC, so on, right? So the dollar will be character 0, the ACC, GT, GCC will be character 1, AGC will be character 2, CCTA will be character 3. And this CCTA is redundant, so we no need to again define the new character for it. So our reduced test becomes 32310. Now to sort the LMS suffixes, we have to find the suffix array of the new string, which is 32310, which is 543120. And now the LMS suffixes order, using this information, we try to again rearrange our LMS suffixes in the proper order. So the new order of the LMS suffixes become 21, 13, 8, 10, 5. Previously it is 21, 13, 8, 5, 10. So essentially what we did is we sorted LMS blocks, which are fundamental building blocks of LMS suffixes, and then calculate suffix array of these LMS blocks to get the accurate arrangement of the LMS suffixes, which is 21, 13, 8, 10, 5 here. Now we repeat the same three steps which we done in the previously, and then we will get the final suffix array after the three passes. So this is how we can construct suffix array using SAS algorithm. It's most recent and it's most powerful. Now we will go into we can have a code walkthrough and conclude the session. Okay, now let's analyze our code. So in our main method build suffix array, first what we try to do is we take our text and convert into bytes. Conversion to bytes simplifies our processing. So in Java, if you take the text.getBytes gives us the UTF-8 byte representation of the string. And now we will copy all those bytes into an integer array. Why we are doing this is, even though our alphabet size is limited, for example, it is 1 to 127, the problem we will be having is when is dealing with the LMS blocks. The LMS blocks can be of order thousands, 10,000s, or so on, because they are just patterns of these strings and which can be in very large number. So I am taking an integer array here. And now we call our method build suffix array. Let's go through each line of this code and understand what we are trying to do. So first we try to get the suffix types of each suffix. So we can represent it in a bit set. We can take just one bit for each suffix index because we want to know either it's a S-type suffix or an L-type suffix. We don't need to have a Boolean array. So this simplifies the space complexity. And now we calculate the bucket sizes. Calculating bucket size should be straightforward. For each character, we take a first we take a frequency array initialized with 0, and for each character we keep on increase the frequency. And using bucket sizes, we can again calculate the bucket heads and bucket tails, which will be useful while we are doing the induction sort and while we are positioning the LMS suffixes initially. So now we take a suffix array initialized with -1. We position the LMS suffixes and then do an induction sort of with L-type suffix, induction sort with S-type suffix. So after all, this is the induction step we discussed in our presentation. So after this, we will get almost sorted suffix array, uh, mostly sorted with LMS blocks. But now our idea is to sort using LMS suffixes, not LMS blocks. So for that, what we do is we construct a reduction string and suffix array of that reduced string recursively. And once we get that, this summary suffix array is the suffix array of the reduced string. Using that, we again arrange our LMS suffixes now in the proper order using that summary suffix array. And then we perform induction sort to get the final suffix array. This is how we construct suffix array using SAS algorithm. I will give the link of this code in the description. You can go to each method independently and try to understand. Every method is straightforward. So that's the beauty of this algorithm. It's very intuitive and very straightforward compared to our suffix trees algorithm like uConan and stuff. So that's how it is. Bye guys. Okay. Thank you guys. See you.